Oh, he had a sub when I was gone.
It's a delight to watch you stream, man. All the knowledge to pass on the viewers. Once again, keep it up, buddy. Thank you, Ota, for the 3 months, and welcome back, my friend.
I see you're a dad as well, my bro. Big ups. Astra puts the star before the round starts, but when the round starts, it starts to make a big noise after it's... If that's the problem. Yeah, but it's... Guys. This is one of the mechanics in the game. I don't think it should be perceived as a problem. It's just actual, like, that's how it works. That's it. That's how the mechanic works, you know? All right. We have 2 raises. We have 2 breaches, because that's what needed. We have 2 ciphers and not killjoys. And my opinion, right? I think Killjoy is a better choice than Cypher on this map, just because the breach is not alive every single time, and the potential of the Killjoy is just bigger than the Cypher. But that's my own opinion, right? That's my own opinion. I still do think, though, that in the future iterations of Fracture, you're just gonna need to play Chamber on this map. But that's my opinion, instead of like Killjoy or Cypher, because breach is still gonna be playable. There's not a single Viper in this lineup of any of those, and I think, don't quote me on that, I don't play Viper on this map myself because it's just, on solo queue, is just abysmal to play with the ranked teammates that you have. But I think on a professional level, I think Viper is a very, very powerful choice. A very, 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 very powerful choice, and you play both Astra, because she's just absolutely insane, and Chronicle is playing a Brimstone here, right? Which is like... And the thing is, when you play Raze, you play Breach, and you play Astra, you have the potential of doing insane openers like Fnatic is doing. Fnatic had an absolutely phenomenal openings in the combination of stun, pull, grenade, which is like... just gets you 3 kills. So it's a big, big thing that you can do on this map. And I don't like the choice of having 2 duelists on this map. I don't think that's necessary. And I really do think that if we would see from Acend just 1 duelist here and the Viper instead, that would have been like an insanely meta choice. Insanely good meta choice, right? But I hate Gambit's lineup here as well. And I was reviewing the Fracture. I mean, I don't hate it. Maybe I just don't like it. Okay, I don't think Sage is good on this map. She doesn't deliver as much as the other characters. In general, I just don't like Sage. Like that's just my opinion. I don't think Sage has enough pull, like enough weight right now to follow what she should achieve. In general, she also slows down the ult economy. When you look at it this way, they have 2 ults that are for 8, which is a big problem in my opinion, even when you play 4 orbs on this map. And it's hard for her to get reses all the time because the map is the way the map is being built. You're gonna have hard time to access a body in most of the cases. And the wall, even though there are some crucial walls that you can do, like this wall at the beginning of the round and this wall at the beginning of the round are fantastic. It's just a wall that can be destroyed in a matter of seconds, or like even 1 second at the beginning of the round, and then it's useless. And then you're left with a very subpar character. So, yeah. And also the problem with the Brimstone is, Brimstone has like the advanced cons of constant pros of Brimstone, right? Brimstone pros. Instant utility. You drop 3 smokes at the same time and you go in. It's boots on the grounds. It's more boots on the ground. It's more based around the team. So he's more like present, right? But the thing is, Astra just has more utility that can be used on site during one execute. The upside is also the ultimate that can be used on tower, can be used on entire A site. It's a post plant utility as well. But the thing is, all of this can be achieved by an Astra as well. She has post-plant utility, and the ultimate is like a semi-wall from Viper, and the entire weight that she pulls, the smokes are bigger. She can face smoke. She can make off-rotates because of that. So Astra is just, in general, way more useful. And I have still problems with Gambit approach to attack, because last time I watched them play Fracture, it had the same problems that we have seen on other maps. And also, there's a lot of min-maxing problems that I have seen from Gambit. Like, when the last time I was watching Gambit play Fracture, I have seen them do an ultimate like this. And I was very upset about this. I was very upset about this because it didn't help them at all. Like, they did, I think, this. If I remember correctly, it was something like... I can't remember exactly, but I think it was something like this. I think it was something like this. Or this? Can't remember. But the thing is, this ultimate didn't give them like much when it comes to min-maxing this, because no one was pushing into their crosshairs, right? And person was hiding here, which just buys time for the person defending. And imagine if this ultimate is being placed like this, right? Then if the person is standing here in tower, she needs to peek into the crosshairs from the arcade guys, so you get a free kill, essentially, or go 1-for-1. And then you cannot hide in this corner, so you have to go outside on site. And if that's the case, well, then your breach ultimate is even more powerful, because it pushes the opponents straight up out in the open. Just pay attention to what actually happened here, because I think that was one of the biggest problems that I have seen from executions of Gambit, even though they should have like 3 rounds because of that, but they didn't. There's a lot of min-maxing problems in this situation, like on this map. Also, I wanted to check Gambit's stats on attack. Yeah, look at this. Just look at this. This is the entirety of Champions. Holy crap. Look at this. 32%, 34%, 43%, and 50% on most of the maps. And Breeze is the best map. Fracture has 83%, but it's only 2 maps, and they played against X10, and not disrespect, but we watched that VOD, and X10 just really played this badly. Like, no discipline whatsoever. Acend lost the entire match against Gambit because of lack of discipline and playing like just without plan. They do the first step in full sprint, and then they have no breaks or no B plan. And this is why they played like that. Like, this is why they lost against Gambit. And then we have the second fracture against Acend, which was this. What the fuck, Lace? The fuck, Lace? No! You're nuts. Again, I don't know. I don't want to talk to you, Lace. Stop. I'm ignoring it. Okay?
It looked fantastic last time around for Gambit.
Oh, it did. But we don't know much about Ascend. Yes, they have played this in the past, but it feels like a lifetime away. It feels almost irrelevant to what this could look like. So this is almost a clean slate coming out for Ascend here. But as said, there is footage on Gambit, and I wonder how the preparation's gone already. A 3-play lean this side. It looks like a burst through potentially the door. And I wonder how the preparation's gone already. A 3-play lean this side. It looks like a burst.
I mean, shit happens, you know?
Burst through potentially the door.
Shit happens. What can I say?
And it's not gone very well, but the second layer to that will be Bone Cold. 20 HP, he has to fade away from this and leave either Killers to pick up that mantle or to fall back to site.
Look at Nats to try and find something to do. He's right out of drop already. Potential to challenge Keyless, and he will win it out. He'll find Bone Cold as well.
He's just pick up that mantle or to fall back to site.
Look at Nats to try and find something to do. He's right out of drop already. Potential to challenge Keyless, and he will win it out. He'll find Bone Cold as well.
Again, you can see like how leaking a smoke onto a site is so powerful. Nats just carves the angles for himself. We can skip this map. This was just pain. I want to see the ultimate from... I want to see the combo if Redgar and Chronicle do the A B execute, and if it's better than before. Okay?
Work, that kind of back and forth to find Defo feels so irrelevant how this round pays out, but CNED and Starzo.
I mean, honestly, shooting the bomb bot sometimes is just like fucking pain in the ass. You can't do this. That was Bagovane.
Shadow's gonna find CNED and...
Okay.
Gambit, no Marshall. So, name of the game, keep it clean. And Acend gonna try and get in their faces, trying to mix something up here. Defo and Redgar on the other side.
4 players on B, what the fuck?
Steps to be heard, but
Oh wait, it's Acend playing on defense, whatever.
Defo will be on the case.
Slower in approach this time
Do you
around.
think Brim should use his 3 smokes at the same time or save one to hold side longer on postband? Really depends on the map. Really depends on the map, on the context of how many people are alive and so on.
Pretty much giving up arcade space now. The other side, Nats will find a kill that might even pull a rotation. It does indeed, and you can hear Redgar relay that information immediately.
Okay, this is a eco that it goes just very fast. We're just gonna skim through this, okay?
For Starzo on the other side, the Spectres remain. Sheriff and a Ghost between Redgar and Chronicle, and pace seems to be the answer. How they want to try and get around this in the pinch towards A. It's not very patient by any means. CNED could be tested and actually fails to the Ghost of all things.
And they just
And now
they just hard peek him, man.
Oh,
they just hard peek. Holy shit!
Straight away into the pocket and a spike plant to boot.
Planted.
On the wall once again, making sure they have a very open plant here. They can reset back towards main and potentially greet Bone Cold on this flank. There's lots of bodies for him to deal with as the rest of Acend come through spawn.
What is the solo queue agent for inconsistent aimers? That really depends on your play style. We need to make an actual song. I need to record a riff on a guitar with like a beat to it. Never crouch against the sheriff. Like with a growl or something. Because it's going crazy, man. Bone Cold. Never crouch against the sheriff, bro. Never.
Literally sat for this Chronicle. Ducks under it. Oh dear, this is looking a bit dangerous to say the least. Killers.
I just need to make like a Napalm Death song. You know, there's a Napalm Death song. I cannot put it on the stream because it's DMCA. But there's a Napalm Death shortest song, and it's You Suffer. That's the song called. So the actual song has 2 seconds. It's 2 seconds long. We should do something like this for Never Crouch Against Sheriff. You know? And if you want to listen to it, just, It's a 2 seconds. It's a 2 second song, okay? 2 second song. You Suffer by Napalm Death. The entirety of the genre called grindcore has albums that have like 80 tracks. You know? That's the genre. And Lace, thank you for the gifted to Mumu.
Starzo and Zeke, what are you going to do with this? Nats makes his appearance. And look at this shutdown from Gambit. This was never meant to be this way. But Gambit don't care. They make it their own. 5 stand and 4 rifles make it through.
Prime Gaming flawless in their bonus. Absolutely clinical on the way in. CNED looks to challenge at range there with the Vandal, make use of their inventory, but Redcar just swings with the Ghost. Again, an awkward engagement there onto Bone Cold as well. But I mean, as soon as they get side control, it just looks so comfortable for Gambit. Yeah, the ball cutting off. See here if Acend can do any damage. Stop some of this momentum building. Out of here. And Gambit
Well.
This is essentially a bonus for Gambit now.
momentum building. Out of here. And Gambit
Well.
now will some of this.
They just
momentum
kind of peek with no utility. What the fuck? I don't like this.
building. If Acend out of here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gained a little bit of... He dropped the ball, Acend will punish, but an instantaneous trade. Zeke's still going to do well for one, can't convert towards a second. It's a 3v1, Killers. You got anything up the sleeve? Now,
Ult to make a
a little bit of a rough start. You know, that Ghost versus Vandal is...
Feels like Acend is not using any util at the
Sure.
beginning of the round, you know? It's like... If you have this kind of utility available, like you have Raze, you have Breach, you have Astra, you should play it like in a way that Fnatic does. Like they play for an early control because of this utility. Like, and I don't know, for some reason, many teams don't do that. You know, they don't use the early
dish again. It will be
the early informations. Like in my eyes, Fracture is a map that you have to approach differently than other maps. You have to be more aggressive on the defense. You have to be taking aggressively space to like carve the map control for yourself. If you fail to do that, then you have really bad rotations and you lack a lot of informations. And if you play passive, that's what's gonna happen. Don't talk to Lays, says Lays, and donates again 1,000 bits. She's already at 303,000. Where's my derp cam?
Bone Cold will hear the boom bot. There's a trap wire here to confirm it as well. That will be dealt with. No readjustment just yet. And
Okay, so different combo of Chronicle Redgar combo. So they use, okay, so the Brimstone ultimate carves out the space from like CT, and then they ult A site. But there's no one playing here anyway.
seriously, that smoke on main makes it so difficult for Cena to find something here.
So much...
And I hate this. Why are they afraid of this? Why are they not pushing? Why are 3 people standing still when this ultimate allows them to drop from here? What am I watching this? What? Like, how? What? I don't get it. Am I missing something here? There's not a single other piece of utility being used here, right? What the fuck did I just witness?
Main makes it so difficult for Cena to
There's
find
nothing. Why? Why are they not pushing?
So much invested, though, alt-wise into this as well. Redgar and Chronicle both putting everything they have.
That's terrible, man. That is literally terrible. That should never be happening. This here. In my, perfect world, when a team does... this is a huge smoke. This ultimate here is a smoke. It's literally... I'll call it death smoke. Because you cannot be in it. Right? So you have this biggest smoke on the planet that also deals damage. Right? And this pull doesn't do anything. You ulted site and no one is taking any space. This is terrible. This is like really inferior. Anyway.
Trooper Y, thank you very much for the prime. Welcome to the family. Thank you very much for the first sub ever. Welcome, broski. Thank you very much for the support, and if you could introduce yourself, that would be absolutely splendid.
They can see through the smoke on the minimap. I've gotten kills like that.
So much...
But it's... Look. You can't just play like this. Even if you can see through the minimap, there's a very small chance that you're gonna get killed like this. A very small chance. Like you should be pressuring this. You should be on side here. Like this.
Invested though alt-wise into this
Look,
as well.
and now what? And now after this dissolves, you have the stun, you have the smoke, and now you have to push through this shit. They should be holding W for sure. Yeah, I think so. But yeah. Anonymous cheer, thank you much for the 100 bits.
Well, Redguard and Chronicle both putting everything they have into this round
Look.
early on. Bone Gold
Like the wall is already done. The smoke's gonna dissipate any moment. And they're not even planting yet.
Managing to stay alive, but Cened's in danger. He's got players left and right. Zeke's gone down. And oh no, Cened burns alive. Bone Cold, Starzo, and Killer's put to task, put to test. And Shados passes his. It's traded out eventually, but the spike's gone down. The ult comes in. And now Starzo and Bone Cold are presented
Hype
the
train.
unfavorable, unfathomable task, but actually getting Redguard's made this possible. Look at the
Oh my god, dude.
HP on Chronicle. 4 HP versus Bone Cold's 2.
Actually, Starzo throws the Cosmic Divide in as well. Nat's the last man standing.
The King of Cool, though. Look at this guy, composed as ever. He's got to get a run on. Oh, the defuse! He's not going to stop! The defuse comes in
Wait,
and they just
was he
run on.
killable?
Oh,
Wait, he actually fucked the galaxy wall, right?
Standing.
the King of
Actually, Starzo.
Possible. Look at the HP on Chronicle. 4 HP versus Bone
He's
Cold's
not...
2.
Is he standing behind? No.
The Cosmic Divide in as
He actually fucked up the...
well. Nat's the last man standing.
He's actually
King
killable.
of
He is actually killable. Look, he's standing in front of the wall. I think this is just a misclick. I think this is just a misclick by Starkso.
Cool, though. Look at this guy, composed as ever.
Yeah, look. He's standing in... Like, this is backside. This is side. You have stairs here in this spot. He could have been killed. Unlucky.
He's got to get a run on. Oh, the defuse!
Yeah, 100% killable here. 100% killable.
Stop! The defuse comes in and they just make it across the finish line.
Scrappy, everyone falls on the side of Acend.
Lace!
Gambit read this perfectly as well. Just with
I don't know what to do.
deep outside
Thank you
A-Main,
again for the 1,000 bits.
they
You're
create enough
fucking
pressure on
crazy,
this
bruh.
where, ultimately, Acend have to make a decision, right? They have to choose one way or the other. So, beautiful setup here. There's 19k behind this purchase for Gambit.
Space play coming out, gonna try and push up as well. Send a little bit of that util down.
Raging Arrow!
Yo, Raging Arrow, thank you much for the 7 months. Morning, bro. Crew surprised a lot of people, right? Yes, yes, yes.
Crew surprised a lot of people, and as I said before, I think Crew lacks only one thing, which is complicated attack executes with the utility and microplays. Like, if they're gonna have those on level of Fnatic, I think they're gonna be one of the best teams on the planet. Like, literally, like, dominating. Because they have the fundamental level. They have really good decision making on the fundamental level.
Just sat in that smoke, hoping for someone to make an appearance, but it's always favorable.
Yo, wait, new sub.
Shockland Center, thank you very much for the tier 1 and welcome to the family. Thank you very much for the Sabarino. Welcome to the family. If you could introduce yourself, that'd be absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Wait, did we have an introduction from Trooper? Oh, it's okay. If you don't want to introduce yourself, don't worry about it. I'm just checking if I didn't miss anything.
It's Gambit.
Would you agree Crew has the exact skill set that dominates ranked? I mean, that dominates ranked? I'm not sure if I understand correctly.
Revealing area.
I think that what is severely lacking on ranked is the exact thing that Crew has, which is the understanding of the fundamental level of play. You know?
I know another one. Leo as code. Thank you much for the tier 1, bro. Wait, is that Tony Hawk on the avatar? Thank you very much for the tier 1 and welcome to the family. Could you introduce yourself as well?
clean start in any of this, and Zeke just gets dismantled. This is Gambit.
Like most people in ranked who consistently do well are good at micro decisions. I mean, in general, if you have a team of 5 playing ranked that has the fundamental level of the game like really nailed down, so they know when to push together, when to trade, or consistently like back up at crossfire, you're probably gonna win 75% of your games without using a single piece of utility. But people, unfortunately, are not on that level of play. And currently, you don't have to be good on the fundamental of level of the game to be an Immortal 3, an example. You can just be an Immortal 3 because you have insane aim, and that's it. Hopefully that changes in like 2 years. Recent VOD reviews made me hate on my silver gameplay even more, but no, it is not. But no, it is justified. Thanks. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Where are you from? Which country are you from? Hello, Southside Hair. Are there currently consistent teams apart from Gambit?
Looking formidable right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, Gambit is... I mean, they are consistently bad on attack and consistently good on defense. So, I guess that kind of falls into consistency. I would say Acend is consistent because of the fundamental level of play that they have, and Crew is consistent also because of that. Like, the thing is, you can't be a consistent team if you are not good on the fundamental of level. In the fundamental level. God Hunt with the gifted sub. Thank you much, my friend. Your first gifted sub ever. Thank you, God Hunt.
Cena did burn off that Blade Storm. They're put in an awkward position in that previous round in terms of what to purchase. Zeke now on the showstopper. But look at it.
I took the day off to do work and then accidentally crashed, so I'm back to grind.
On the brink of his own showstopper.
You know what? You know what I hate the most? I'm the type of a person. Guys, how many people in the chat are exactly like me? If I take a short, like, nap during the day, and that short nap is suddenly longer than 30 minutes, for the entirety of the day, I feel like absolute trash. Do you guys have the same, or do you actually feel refreshed after, like, sleeping for 30, 45 minutes? Yeah, right? Okay, yeah, okay, so I'm not alone. I'm a Russian, keyboard missing letters. Sorry, I mean, now I know why exactly my team plays bad. Don't worry, Leo. Welcome to the family. Slavic power. You should only nap for around 20 minutes. Like that, the cycles, right, that you have to hit.
And 30k now in the bank for Gambit. Acend need a couple of rounds, but they need to be flawless if they want to build back in, reduce this deficit.
I feel like the phrase easier said than done is an understatement. Chronicle could be in trouble here. He's got...
Well,
okay,
not
no,
so
he's
much.
absolutely fine.
Alright, fuck it.
Absolutely. Some of the...
Got it. In this this would be times still event.
The round's like he's not even taking any damage.
And I think it's
If he only knew
this time else.
what the future will bring.
In mind, Bob, kind of, as I said, it was easy to look at. You know, the jets, it could be some. Yeah, the capability
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! Using snooze during the tournament, man. Oh, bonkled! Oh my god! Oh!
Keep in mind. Now we've seen a lot of kind of. As I said,
He needs that. He needs that boost, you know. He needs that boost.
Your jets, your occasional raises, your bits and bobs. In that regard, you're like, oh yeah.
He's on doping, man.
Yeah,
He's on doping.
And then Nats just change your mind on everything.
What is snooze? Okay, if you don't know, snooze is tobacco in the form of those small packets that you're holding. It's pretty fucking gross, not gonna lie. That you're holding like here on your gums. Because it's just like, it's like smoking but not smoking. It's pretty fucking disgusting. Don't do it. But it's like a big thing in this Scandinavic region.
Keep this level up, right? If he has a couple more of these maps, I don't think we can say that he's not one of the best in the world. Like, one of...
Is it even legal? In some countries, it is illegal. Show it again? You don't want it. Like, you don't want this. What the hell? Broski, it's illegal. Illegal. It's disgusting. Ugh. It's like putting cigarettes straight up on your gums. On the VCT stream? Oh, you mean here?
And then Nats just change your mind on everything. If he can keep this level up, right? If he has a couple more of these maps,
Wait, where is he?
change occasionally, something to keep in mind. Now, he's been a lot of time. As I said, it was easy to look at, you know, your stats,
Caught in 4K, man.
the-
Early.
eyeing up that champion spot, that #1 spot in the world, truly to etch their names in history in this game. The first of their kind. Now, Acend needs to wake up, and it needs to happen right about now.
They do. I think Gambit are looking to pile on the pressure.
I mean, 90% of my Swedish friends are snoozing. It's like a cultural thing in Sweden. I don't know.
Yeah, though, with
But I just, guys, I hate tobacco. So nothing will ever convince me to try it out. The character Bonkel is playing Breach actually looks like someone who would use snooze. I'm 100% certain that that Breach is actually snoozing. I mean, he is Norwegian, right?
a lot of
Or
focus
Swedish. Is Breach Swedish or Norwegian?
towards B now. Well, they follow up immediately on this again. The weaker side of the setup on the side of Acend.
Swedish, yeah.
Lots of things for Starzo to deal
100% has
with.
brown
Away from that choke
has
point.
brown
Not quite
teeth.
committed just yet, but they're just on the verge.
So they this time, why not ultimate tower? I don't get it.
To deal with initially
Look, Chronicle has the ultimate, right?
when we forced away from that choke point.
They haven't quite committed just yet, but they're
Why not ultimate?
just on the verge.
Why not ultimate tower? And also Zeke uses his ultimate while being in a Brimstone ult. Look at this shit. Look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. The moment that Brimstone ultimates Zeke, the Zeke presses X.
Deal with initially when we forced away from that choke point.
What the hell? And he's in a corner of the ultimate. And he has no satchels. Bro, what? What? He has no... What? Did he just fat finger this?
Lots
Look.
of things for Starzo to deal with initially when we forced away from that choke point.
The ultimate from Brimstone is first. Zeke reacts to this by pressing the ultimate. Does he want to use the ultimate to rescue himself? Does he want to use this rocket to jump over? I think it's not reaction, it's just timing. Could be. Could be. It's either reaction or just misclick. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. The wall was already active before. Like, look at the minimap.
Starzo to deal with initially.
The wall is here. He's not using the rocket. He already knows about the wall. And he uses the rocket straight up after Brimstone. I'm not sure. And he has no satchels to jump over the wall. We'll see. They show his POV later. Okay, we're gonna pay attention. But I still don't understand why is Brimstone using the ultimate on here. The reason why is that because the Brimstone ultimate will actually destroy this wall. And imagine if he actually uses if he actually uses the Brimstone ultimate like this. They get a free kill on tower. And this is already controlled by the Sage wall. So why would you sacrifice another piece of utility for this? I don't get this. I really don't like the executes from Gambit. But again, I'm nitpicky. I thrive to see perfect gameplay. And this is something that I really dislike.
They haven't quite committed just yet, but they're just on
Like, by ulting tower, they almost guaranteed that this site is entirely theirs. Wait, someone's calling. Soham? Sorry, guys, had to pick it up. My bad.
the verge. Now Zeke with the first, and Zeke, don't know what happened, but Starzo, oh no, it's an absolute disaster again. What is going on? Ascend! It's all falling to pieces.
I need to charge my phone, by the way. I had...
I'm a little taken
7%.
aback for words here, because Gambit for once didn't have to turn all the screws. Ascend kind of did it for themselves, and that's to shut down the round at 7-1. I don't think that pause really stilled the nerves much.
No, absolutely not. That's still with 0 deaths now, and Gambit barely breaking a sweat. It looks so comfortable on the way in, and the problem being Ascend now look as if they're trying to desperately shut down these hits before they come. Okay.
Well, yeah, to try something maybe, I don't know.
Again, this wall, and Sean highlighted this, just this wall causes so many problems.
Again, 1,000 bits by Lace. You're just crazy. You're just crazy. Thank you, Lace, for the 1,000 bits. And Lace says, thank you, Yashified, for the sub. She's actually greeting...
Yashified with the 6 months. Thank you, Yashified. Look, Lays also said thank you for the subbing to the channel.
Thank you. I'm POV from Zeke? Okay, let me check it out.
They're trying to...
Oh, he was already on top of it. Oh, okay, we didn't see this on the Okay, we didn't see it on his mini-map.
Now look as if they're trying to...
Oh, that is just bad timing, and he jumps down. Oh, that's unlucky. Oh, that is really unlucky.
Desperately shut down these hits before they come.
That is really unlucky.
Let's try something maybe, I don't know.
Again, this wall, and Sean highlighted this, just this wall causes so many problems in terms of the sightline.
If they had ulted tower, the attacker wouldn't have gotten to site faster since he was holding from CT. They would straight go into raise and they needed to go to site. No. The raise was holding CT and they were pushing her off anyway. The ultimate from Brimstone didn't change anything when it comes to raise position. She would have still jumped down.
Coming out of Generator from Link. It's so difficult for Ascend to find something on the way back in that Gambit are able to isolate both players on site time and time again.
The timing.
Here he is. The Apex Predator himself. Nats. Yet to be found. Chronicle is so sharp. See.
I mean, this is a low buy, so let's just go through this. Okay. I mean, this map when you
Another buy round here. Look at the ultimates. Showstopper.
when you compare it to the other rounds, the other maps we did, this is like very not interesting. But let's just see. Let's. I still think that Gambit's attack on this map is not the best. It's just that Acend is just going into like the defaults and not using the utility to its full extent. Like, if you want to see good defense on this map, you need to watch Fnatic play.
Clearing. Nats has got problems on several fronts. He knows now there's one, but he's now spotted another! No one can get past him! He's the immovable object. Bone Cold now noted. Forced to fight. Can't beat out Redgar. And they all still stand. Nats finally falls!
Down A.
Oh my word, excuse me. It's Killers who finally falls. This is just...
Whatever thought on why crew lost?
And they're so split on this. Isolated again. Nats is just... He just won't
Did I do a
He
photo review of
literally will not
crew versus
die.
Gambit? No, I did not.
Is he playing a different game?
That's one player commanding the entire round there. Again, spots two players at the start. The spike.
I did not. So I have no answer about that.
No one's got but 5 kills. None of us end.
You can watch the other VOD reviews I did of crew because I think they are great on the fundamental level.
Nice. That's just Acend, one of the best offers EMEA has.
This basically.
I think a lot of criticism with Gambit can be countered by thinking, well, Acend aren't punishing them for poor play, so why would Gambit change anything? I mean, yeah, the thing is, like, Acend was punishing them so hard on other maps by just not pushing into them. And here on this map, Gambit just exposes the pushes by playing defaults, you know?
Because losing like this could echo through the rest of this game. And Gambit are not stopping. Defo finding Acend. Chronicle looking to deny some of the vision.
Wait. Fracture. First kills. 4, 6, 10, 12. That's about it. That's about it. The score is 13-3 and 12 first bloods are going to Gambit. Can't do much about that, my friend. You're just feeding into them.
From tower, allow and facilitate the play to come in. The site's being taken and no one's going to stop it.
Yeah, look, those executes are so lackluster. Look. I don't like this at all, man. So, stun towards A side. And that's it.
And Gambit are not stopping.
Where are the smokes landing? Just tower. Then they use the wall.
Chronicle looking to deny some.
Then we have two other smokes here and here. And there's nothing put on here.
Some of the vision from tower, allow and.
So they clear here. They got the kill. But this is like, again, I don't know, man. If they didn't get the kill here, if the opening kill wasn't here, then the execute is very lackluster.
Facilitate the play to come in. The site's being taken and no one's going to stop it. They still know.
This is an eco, by the way.
Up towards it, and there's those ults coming on back through. Maybe this time there'll be some blood drawn.
What the fuck?
Nothing. They still hold the site. They hold their nerve, and they still keep just racking up the bodies. No matter what they do,
it's really awkward.
Down. But then there's the second line. Then there's Chronicle.
It's a 4v5 eco. It's a 4v5 eco, and Acend uses Bonkold's ultimate, which then triggers Redgar and Defo's ultimate, because they don't want to lose this. But I think it's actually positive for Gambit, even if they lose two ultimates. Acend, who are on the back foot, they lose the only ultimate that matters.
There's Redgar, and none of it is working for Acend.
That is so awkward.
At this point, it's a story of momentum. The showstopper.
That is so awkward.
Thunder. They can't push through.
I like the counter ult by Redgar, by the way, because the counter ult stops the push by those players that are on a disadvantage. The ultimate from Boncold tried to put them on from a disadvantage to semi-advantage, but then they are getting countered by the other ultimate, so it's essentially 0 net gain, and you also cannot push, and you're still at a huge disadvantage in a 4v5 eco retake. So yeah, this is not looking good, like at all. Like the decision making is a little bit awkward.
Because now we come back to the mental. Now we come back to
1-4, 1 up, 4 down, splitting A.
how rattled are Acend.
Stun in the good timing. I like this. Defo has really good timing with the stun and the satchels. Very nice. And the one player that wasn't stunned is getting one tapped, and now, well, that was a Phantom, maybe. With a Vandal, it's pretty tough to pull off. But he's still, like, there was still a high chance that Bonko would have been dead because he was stunned. But this was pretty good timing. But the thing is, there's no follow-up, but at the same time, Shadows is 7 out of 8, and they still have the orb available, so they're gonna fight for the orb to get the res off, right? And now puts Acend on a disadvantage because they need to fight this, and there's gonna be 3 or 4 versus 2.
Probably very at this point because Gambit,
Yeah, good luck.
they're exuding confidence, and Shadows just gets the freest kill of his life. It's all too simple, and nothing in any of these.
And remember, going 1-for-1 as an opener on attack is great for the attack because the map stays the same, while the defenders, like, the attackers can overwhelm the opponents by doing a 4 versus 2 push, right? While the map is still being not controlled by the utility that is missing from the one player. So going for 1-for-1 on attacker's side is a huge advantage.
They're gonna make a blind bit of difference because right now Starzo is the only one who can do anything down the
Yeah, that's just tough to watch, man. They're just getting dismantled.
I don't see a world where this game changes.
They're just getting dismantled, man.
Attack side. Find an answer.
A little bit dizzy, I think.
Justin Doma is reportedly leaving Fnatic to pay that champs and clearly not enough. I mean, rumors, right? Man, I hate those rumors. Fuck those rumors, man. I hate that. People leaking this shit for clout. Blech.
As much as, yes, they look a little calm and, you know, they're giving it across the stage, you've just been thrashed.
Alright, what do I have here? Aggressive crackdown from Gambit. Absolute no control on the bottom side of the map. But I play retake on A, and retaking B is easier than retaking A. So I like this. Let's see how it works. They used no utility yet. They just push. They just push.
That's
Holy shit. And Defo just satchels in.
to bring that mindset back from, however,
Look
we
at how the
start
pistol-
off.
And 2 players are like, nope. That's great, man.
Around starting.
Yes. Oh, they're getting out of there. Oh, dear. Defo's like, I think they're running away from us.
They literally have to bail on the zip line. It will
Right.
force Acend into
Okay.
quick hit
But now there are 4 players coming from arcade.
towards B though. I've got to back away and respect this for the time being, but they look towards taking tower
Flash.
straight away.
And that's a little bit random, but he did flash him. And he gets a good...
Flash is so good. Red guard just beheads.
Hey, he just
Zeke.
gets a
There's
nice
2
kill.
potential victims.
That's about it.
They're all-
Jesus, they're getting just wrecked.
Flash is so good.
How is Nats getting 2 here? Ah, because they're still fighting tower. And Cena's just... Oh my god,
Look
yeah.
at this, they're all
dude.
on the other side, and the raid boss is here. Nats refusing to relent. This guy's a god right now. Untouchable by all accounts. Starzo, there's just a bounding defo in your face.
Don't crucify me. Wait, my wife is here. Okay, so don't crucify me, but I think if Fnatic had one more player that consistently frags, they would have done better at champs. I don't think fragging is a problem at Fnatic. I think the issue was just they have a good plan, but the execution is sometimes not the best. Trading is not on the same level as their Fury crafting. Like Crew and Acend are better on the fundamental level than Fnatic, but Fnatic is better on the theory crafting level and the execute and so on. So if they would just work on that fundamental level, that's it. They would have been much better. That's it.
How's rock, paper, and scissors now?
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anyone in Fnatic that could be said like, "Oh shit, he's not fragging enough."
Who do you think won the rock, paper, scissors? It's probably the most based on the tank.
Seems like it could be the case. And how much should we chalk this up to Acend not quite being where they need to be on this, or the fact that Gambit are that much further ahead? Like, how does this actually line up in your mind?
The scary thing for me, and
Okay, guys. Interesting thought. Okay, maybe at some point we're gonna see it in some games. When you're in a very highly unlikely scenario of being 112, right? And this is straight after the pistol round being won by this team, by Gambit here, right? You know that your opponents have to force, right? This is force. 100%. Like, what? Like, fuck it. 1000% force, right? 1000% force. Listen to this stupid idea that I have, okay? And I talked about this like previous time when I had the situation of VCT with 112 score, right? What do you do instead? You know that those people will gonna force, right? So here, you don't buy anything at all. You just go for bonus round after winning the pistol round. So you buy sheriffs, you buy whatever you can just to have next round, after you lose this one, rifles. You can do that, right? So you do bonus round 2. You don't buy those specters. You save for the next round. Those people win because they force. So it's going to be 212, but they're going to have shit utility and shit guns, right? So they're going to have really bad utility, and you try to just damage them. Even if you do damage to like some of the armor, they're gonna have to rebuy that, right? And if you get any kills, that's fantastic because you damage the economy. And then coming into the round 15, in round 15, those people are still forcing because they cannot afford anymore anything else. And this team, Gambit, on the round, like this is lost, and in round 15, Gambit has rifles. Full utility rifles. It's 212. And you just almost guarantee a win because you play against 5 Spectres. I mean, you know, it's highly unlikely to lose this match anyway. But if you want to have like a min-maxing thought process, I think this is the most probable way of closing out a game. And I would love to see it at some point in any professional game. Because it's like min-maxing the possibilities of winning.
I know Sean was really impressed with the performance previously by Gambit. This is so uncharacteristic.
Check Discord PM and thanks. Right now? Okie dokie. Thank you, Jazzy.
They're going.
Of what we see from Gambit.
They're sending. They're full
Full
sending.
send.
It is
Was it
absolutely
chess
full
Elo,
send.
Lotta? I don't play chess. I mean, I know the rules, but I never really enjoyed playing chess. I do enjoy playing Go.
This time,
Go is
Acend
great.
Fighting back, but we know who still stands is Nats. He finally gets taken down. And Red Guy's not got it. Okay. Okay, they're cheering. They're cheering.
Because right now, look,
They've got 2 rounds.
it's 2-12. The attackers have a higher chance of winning this round anyway, right? If you're forcing after planting, like you have a higher chance. We talked about this so many times today and yesterday and 3 days ago and 4 days ago and 5 days ago. Forcing on second round after planting and losing pistol is the highest probable win rate decision. So you counter that by not forcing yourself.
Round by round, it's like, you know, step by step, every inch of the way.
What's your ranking Go? I never played like tournaments. I just enjoyed playing it.
Right. Right. Imagine we're wrong.
I want to see it.
Yeah, you down?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting a little livelier on the stage. Getting a little
Yep.
livelier in game as well. Ascend Shados.
Unconfident. And they try to get around it. Defo now knows where they are, but they're closing the gap, and it's Starzo.
We'll see now if Gambit want to close that glance at the options on stage, which you think back to the player cams. I hate to come back to again that 100 Thieves
It's
game.
their biggest loss that
They
they've
just
ever
looked
faced.
deflated. So
They did.
this is a huge positive for me.
Oh, he just gets spammed to 8 HP, man.
Well, Acend's still not
And
having the
that's
time
the
of his life, as
spike,
much as
bro.
teammates may be loving it.
They know someone is
Certainly
close.
isn't. And Nats has had his number. He's had pretty much everyone.
He's just waiting for Brimstone to be close to him now, and they're gonna push together.
Somewhat God's gift
That
to this
is
game.
madness.
Yep.
Absolute madness.
Round 16, by the way. 5v4 now. They need to get a pick back. They need to have something go cleanly in their way, and it's
GG.
just not. Gambit on the verge of closing this one down. 3 more victims stand. Shados just toying with his meal.
You are divided.
Now
You
has to
are
be aware that
divided.
he's surrounded. He's dealing with the pressure well because he knows that Nats has his back. Gonna find
Good
one.
call,
Red Guard swings in, and it's all down to Starzo.
Alright.
It's all but over.
Well.
13-3.
Not really much to learn from this map, apart from the fact that Gambit doesn't have the best attack, unless they're being fed kills as First Bloods, right? So nothing changed. The perspective is still the same. Let's go to the next map. It's Icebox with 2 Reynas.